Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon. Okay, guys, can you see the slides?
Doctor.
Can see,
Boleh,
Doctor.
boleh nampak slides tak?
Boleh.
Okay, so for today we are going to cover inventory management, material management and warehouse challenges. Nampak tak slides ni?
Nampak, Doktor.
Okay, alright. Alright, kita mulakan kelas kita dengan Kitab Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alright. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina wanshur alaina min khaza'in rahmatik. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Guys, for today, alright, we're going to cover inventory management, material management, warehouse challenges and what are the issues, ya. So untuk hari ini kita akan cover tentang pengurusan inventory, how we manage our inventory, how do we manage our material, what are the materials involved that we need to manage, and then we are also going to look into what are the challenges and then what are the issues in the warehouse. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, right now, we're going to look into what are inventory management. Right, inventory management is also known as stock management. Okay, so inventory ni berkaitan dengan stock lah, apa yang ada kat dalam kita punya warehouse. Alright, so warehouse manager will work closely to the inventory as it is kept in the warehouse. So jadi sebagai pengurus gudang, warehouse manager, you are going to work closely with the inventory. So you should know what are being stored in your warehouse, what are the material that involved. So, you cannot hear, yeah? Okay, hold on, yeah. We'll increase the volume. Hello. Okay. Is it clear now? A bit soft, yeah. So, all right. I'm going to speak a bit louder. All right. Okay. As a warehouse manager, you need to work closely with the inventory. So you, as a manager, you should know what is being kept in your warehouse. All right. What are the material involved? Okay. What are the stock that you are dealing with? All right. So who are your customer? All right. Who are, which are the product that needs special attention, special care. All right. And then you also need to know is that whether the product is fast moving goods or slow moving or non-moving goods. Okay, these are the things that you need to know. Okay, advice on inventory may include level of safety stock. All right, so the specific movements and characteristics of particular stock item. Okay, so you need to have all this information as a warehouse manager. You need to understand, all right, level of safety stock. Meaning to say, it's not about the stock to be safe. It is about what is the minimum number of the stock in your warehouse, and then whether you need to increase the stock, or you think that the stock is not something that is dangerous. All right, so you need to have certain action that you need to look into. You need to provide certain protection. You need to get kind of insurance, or what are the risks associated with the inventory. So these are the things that you have to understand. And then about the specific movement, right? How is the movement of the goods? Okay, whether that movement related to these require certain protection. Okay, you need to move it fast. So if you need to move that thing fast, So what type of vehicle that's suitable with the needs and wants of that particular product. And then characteristics. All right, characteristics we are looking into. Okay, that product require a certain temperature, or that product need to be in a certain humidity level, or you can simply store the product in the open yard. Okay, I remember just before last week we had our friend who shares her experience with open yard. Okay, so there are items that you can simply put it into the open yard. So there's no issue on the temperature, there's no issue on humidity, there's no issue whether sensitive to the rainwater or not. All right, so that product can be easily stored at the open yard. But there are items that require certain attention. Okay, that product must be stored in a certain warehouse. All right, that product require a certain temperature. That warehouse require certain criteria or attention. All right. So that is things that you as the warehouse manager should understand. Okay, a warehouse manager also may play a role in the identification of fast, medium, slow, non-moving and obsolete stock through ABC classification method. Okay, these are the things that we mentioned just now. Okay, next. Okay, here are the ABC classification. Okay, fast moving, high value. Slow moving, expensive. Fast moving, inexpensive. Slow moving, product. Jadi bila kita dah tahu kategori produk-produk ni tadi, kita dah kelaskan dia, alright. Jadi sebagai pengurus warehouse, so anda kena kenal pasti siap-siap lah jenis produk-produk ni. Okay, next. Okay, why firm hold inventory? Kenapa syarikat ni kena ada inventory? So inventory serves many purposes within the firm. Among the purpose are it enables the firm to achieve economies of scale, encourage production, purchase and transportation economies, allows for long production run, take advantage of price quantity discount. We allow for transport economies from larger shipment sizes, and raw and finished materials inventory necessary for the per unit price reductions associated with volume purchases. Jadi kalau kita beli barang dalam capacity yang banyak ni, alright, jadi harga per unit item tu akan berkurang lah ya. And purchase materials have a lower transportation cost per unit if ordered in larger volume. Okay, barang-barang yang kita nak beli ni tadi, okay, bila kita transportkan dia dalam situasi yang banyak ni, alright, jadi dia punya cost per unit yang kita pesan ni akan jadi rendah lah dia punya cost untuk dia punya transport. And manufacturing economies per unit, manufacturing costs are lower if a firm schedules long production runs with few line changes. Makna kata sekarang ni kita akan beli barang dalam keadaan yang banyak ni supaya alright, barang-barang ni tadi kita dapatkan dia punya jadual perjalanan ni dalam jangka masa production yang panjang lah. Jadi maksudnya kat sini economies of scale lah tadi. Okay, next. Why firm hold inventory? It enables specialization in manufacturing. Okay, inventory makes it possible for each of a firm to plants to specialize in the product that it manufactures. Alright, bila kita ada inventory, dia membolehkan untuk syarikat ni, alright, dia specialize. So maknanya dia tahu apa keperluan dalam produk tu yang dia nak hasilkan lah. So the finished product can be shipped to large mixing warehouses from which customer order and products for field warehouses can be shipped. Right? So the finished products ni boleh kita hantar ke warehouse yang besar, okey, yang mana mengikut pesanan daripada pelanggan lah, dan produk ni tadi boleh kita letak dekat warehouse yang tertentu lah untuk kita hantarkan. Okay, the next thing is that why firm hold inventory? It balance supply and demand. Dia akan menseimbangkan permintaan dan penawaran. Seasonal supply and demand may make it necessary for a firm to hold inventory. Okay, kita tahu kadang-kadang barang-barang, okay, contoh kalau musim perayaan ni kan, okay, ataupun musim cuti sekolah ke, barang-barang selalu tak ada dalam pasaran. Okay, kenapa tak ada dalam pasaran? Sebab kadang-kadang production cannot meet the demand. Okay, so seasonal supply and demand may make it necessary for a firm to hold inventory. Jadi bila permintaan yang bermusim ni tadi, okay, dia mengikut keadaan je. Contoh bila berlaku perayaan raya lah kat Malaysia ni. Raya, cuti Christmas, cuti Tahun Baru Cina, cuti Deepavali kadang-kadang. Raw materials available only at certain times during the year. Right. So jadi barang-barang mentah ni kadang-kadang hanya terdapat pada masa-masa tertentu sahaja. Alright. Dalam kes ni kita bagi contoh canned fruits and vegetables. Barang-barang yang dalam makanan-makanan dalam tin ni ada hanya dalam keadaan tertentu. So perlulah syarikat mempunyai inventory. Okay. Necessary to manufacture finished products in excess of current demand and hold them in inventory. Penting untuk kita hasilkan barang-barang keperluan ni tadi dalam lebihan supaya kita boleh simpan dia dalam inventory. The cost of establishing production capacity to handle the volume would be substantial and then act as a hedge against price changes. Jadi bila kita ada inventory, okay, dia akan mengelakkan daripada berlakunya perubahan harga yang mendadak. Perubahan harga yang mendadak ni lebih kepada harga makin naik lah, bukan menurun ya. Allows purchasing to take place under most favorable price terms. So bila kita ada inventory, dia akan membolehkan untuk barang-barang ni dibeli dengan harga yang kita kata munasabah lah, harga yang berpatutan lah, harga yang tidaklah terlalu tinggi dan tidaklah terlalu rendah. Okay, so ni yang kita kata dia menseimbangkan permintaan dan penawaran. Okay. Kenapa? Why firm hold inventory? It provides protection from uncertainties in demand and order cycle. So bila kita ada inventory, dia akan mengelakkan, akan memberi perlindungan terhadap ketidaktentuan penawaran. Okay, demand yang tak tentu. Okay, so provides a measure of safety to keep operations running when demand levels and lead times cannot be known for sure. Yang ini selalu yang kita nak ketaktentuan yang selalu kita hadapi lah. So jadi bila kita ada inventory, dia adalah sebagai satu langkah untuk kita memastikan bahawa kita boleh pastikan operation tu masih berterusan. Okay. And kita pun tak tahu permintaan banyak mana, okay, penawaran banyak mana. So raw materials inventories expect future price increase, strike seasonal availability of supply. Okay, but kalau kita simpan bahan mentah ni tadi, so maknanya bila kita ada inventory, jadi kita boleh nak jangkakan lah, mungkin akan ada berlaku perubahan harga menaik, meningkat, okay, akan ada strike ataupun akan ada permintaan, kadang-kadang supply ni tadi, permintaan barang ni bermusim. That's why kita kena ada bahan mentah punya inventory ni. Work in process is often maintained between manufacturing operations within a plant to avoid a shutdown if a critical piece of equipment were to break down and to equalize flow. So bila kita ada work in process, alright, kita selalu akan kekalkan lah antara product operation di manufacturing ni dengan plant untuk mengelakkan shutdown. Terpaksa kita tutup kilang ni semata-mata hanya kita tak ada raw material. So this is not good. So that's why whenever we deal with work in process, we need to have our own inventory. Unfinished goods inventory can be used as a means of improving customer service levels by reducing the likelihood of a stock out due to unanticipated demand or variability in lead time. Right, bila kita ada inventory barang-barang yang dah siap ni tadi, alright, kita boleh gunakan dia untuk kita meningkatkan kita punya perkhidmatan kepada pelanggan. Okey, dengan cara bila kita ada inventory tadi, kita akan dapat kurangkan keadaan berlakunya stock out ataupun kita kata barang tak ada stok langsung. Alright? Sebab apa? Keadaan ni mungkin akan berlaku apabila kita tak dapat nak jangka. Unanticipated demand yang kita tak boleh nak jangka, tiba-tiba permintaan tu melampau-lampaunya banyak kan. Ataupun ada variability dalam lead time. Ni yang perkara yang kita kena elakkan. That's why it is important for a firm to hold inventory, ya. Okay. Why? Again, it acts as a buffer between critical interfaces within the supply chain. So, bila kita ada inventory, dia akan menjadikan satu buffer lah. Kita akan kata ada sedikit ruang untuk critical punya interface dan juga kita punya supply. Okay, act as a hedge against contingencies. So sekarang ni kalau awak tengok macam kat Kedah sekarang ni cuaca tak menentu. Hujung tahun ni biasanya keadaan ni musim tengkujuh ya. Musim tengkujuh ni banyaklah orang nak mula stokkan barang makan. Sebab apa? Kita tak tahu. Mungkin akan berlaku banjir, mungkin akan berlaku hujan yang kerap. Okey, jadi supply barang makan mungkin kurang. Jadi inilah antara cabaran kita Buffers against such events such as strikes, fires, and disruptions in supply. Dia akan ada satu tempoh peralihan lah, sama ada kita boleh bila kita ada inventory ni dia boleh untuk kita absorb lah keadaan berlaku strike ataupun keadaan berlaku kebakaran ataupun disruption ataupun kita kata ada gangguan lah dalam penghasilan bekalan bahan kita. Inventory is held throughout the supply chain to act as a buffer for the following critical interfaces. Ni keadaan-keadaan yang kita kata critical. Supplier procurement, purchasing. Supplier kita sukar nak dapatkan bahan mentah. Or procurement production. Bila perolehan dan juga bila nak penghasilan produk ni tadi ada gangguan. Ataupun production to marketing, bila ada gangguan dari segi production dan juga dari segi kita punya pemasaran lah. And then marketing distribution, buffer antara bila kita buat pemasaran dan juga bila kita buat pengagihan. And then distribution to intermediary to consumer or user. So these are all the critical interfaces. That is why we need to have the inventory. Necessary for inventory to be held throughout the supply chain as members of supply chain are separated geographically. Perlulah kita ada inventory sebab kita kadang-kadang kita akan berhadapan dengan keadaan yang mana kita punya rantaian bekalan ni terpisah disebabkan faktor geografi. Alright. And then kita perlu ada inventory in order to improve our customer service. So this provides immediacy in product availability. So bila kita ada inventory, right, kita akan dapat mempertingkatkan kita punya khidmat pelanggan. Okay, next. These are about the material management. What is logistics management? Okay, so this is what is logistics management is all about. It involves the raw material supply, the manufacturer, distributors, wholesalers, retailers, and finally goes to the end user. Jadi bila kita cerita pasal pengurusan logistik ni tadi, dia akan melibatkan kalau daripada kanan ke kiri ni supply chain community, kalau daripada kiri ke kanan supply chain community, kalau kanan ke kiri kita panggil reverse logistics. Alright, so kita dari awal lagi berkaitan dengan bahan mentah kita, okey, bekalan bahan mentah, lepas tu pergi kepada manufacturer ni akan melakukan proses perkilangan lah, menghasilkan produk. Daripada produk yang dihasilkan kita akan distribute, kita akan edarkan, kita akan edar kepada kita punya pemborong, wholesaler. Lepas kita dah hantar kepada pemborong, kita hantar kepada kita punya retailer, peruncit dan akhirnya kepada pengguna. Right? Kalaulah the other way round, alright, when we talk about reverse logistics, it will begin with the end user to the retailers, back to the wholesalers, back to the distributors, back to the manufacturer, and finally back to the raw material supply. Right? This is what material management is all about, yeah? Okay, next. For material management, controlling the kind, amount, location, movement, and timing of the various commodities used in and produced by the industry enterprise. Jadi, bila kita cerita pasal material management, kita akan melakukan kawalan terhadap jenis, berapa banyak amount dia, lokasi dekat mana, macam mana dengan dia punya pergerakan, macam mana dengan dia punya masa untuk komoditi yang berbeza-beza ni yang kita gunakan untuk kita hasilkan, alright, oleh pihak industri inilah tadi. Alright, so kita tengok kat sini dia punya start material management process tu mula dengan purchasing, kita beli bahan mentah, and then penerimaan, receiving, lepas tu kita tengok quality control, and then dia punya inventory control, and then berlakulah production. Lepas tu bila dah siap barang tu tadi, kita akan letakkan dalam warehouse dan storage. Bila bahan mentah kita letak dalam warehouse, kita hantar untuk distribution, kemudian barulah kita hantar kepada end user. So this is the process of material management process. Okay. And then the concept of logistics, all right? So you're talking about material management, the demand, and then the distribution, and then how we induce back the demand. So dia akan it's a cycle lah, ya. It's a cycle. Next, warehouse challenges and issues. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we are talking about apakah cabaran, ya? Apakah cabaran dan juga apakah isu-isu yang berkaitan dengan pengurusan logistik ni tadi. So jadi tiap-tiap benda tu, tiap-tiap stage, tiap-tiap fasa tu dia ada dia punya cabaran dia ada dia punya isu-isu dia. Right? So kita lihat kat sini how an ideal warehouse works. Bagaimana, right? Warehouse yang ideal lah, yang sebaiknya lah berfungsi. So if you can read there, inventory management and real time information. Okay, jadi sekarang pengurusan inventory yang bagus ni dia akan berkaitan dengan masa lah, masa yang serentak, real time. Dan kita akan bekalkan 24/7 security. Okay, dari segi keselamatan, ya, 24 jam 7 hari seminggu, right? Bila kita nak adakan cabaran perlindungan tentang keselamatan ni 24 jam satu hari dan 7 hari seminggu, mana tiap-tiap hari lah bekerja, untuk dia punya security. Seterusnya kita nak lihat tentang sufficient space, alright. So bila kita bercerita pasal inventory ni, alright, dan kita cakap pasal warehouse ni, tentulah kita cerita pasal ruang yang mencukupi, right? Ruang yang mencukupi, ruang yang selesa, sesuai, ruang yang bertepatan dengan kehendak produk. Okay, for example, if you are dealing with electronics product, you require certain temperature. Sebab kalau barang-barang elektronik ni dia sensitif terhadap cuaca, jadi dia perlukan cuaca yang tertentu lah. Alright, kalau certain item, okay, let's say you are dealing with cold storage, you are dealing with frozen food, itu lagi lah barang-barang berkaitan dengan frozen food ni, mestilah barang-barang yang sejuk beku ni you kena sediakan lah peti ais yang besar, right? And then you need a proper handling. Okay, that is why as a warehouse manager you have to understand what type of handling, what type of, they call it MHE, material handling equipment, yang kena sesuai lah dengan barang tersebut. Kalau tidak, nanti awak akan menghadapi masalah. And then the location, where is the location? The suitable location of the warehouse. And then how you do the reverse logistics, and finally how can you optimize your distribution, right? So to outsiders, warehousing often looks straightforward. Kadang-kadang orang luar yang tak tahu tentang warehouse ni, dia kata tak susah, it's just very straightforward. You just store the product on rack until They are needed, but industry insiders can only wish that it was that simple. So for industry players, they know that logistics is not an easy thing. You have to be very careful. However, managing inventory has always been challenging, and trends and logistic management continue to make it harder every day. You know why it's harder? Because now customers, they wanted their product to be sent to them as fast as possible, but with a cheaper price. Alright, so inilah cabaran dia. Macam mana kita boleh nak optimizekan kita punya cost, menjadikan kita punya produk tu lagi bagus dan servis kita tawarkan tu lagi cepat dan lagi baik. Right. So these are the common inventory problems. Next, the issues inaccurate inventory, barang-barang yang tak tepat. Okay, incomplete or inaccurate records often reveal among worker. Kita kata tak lengkap ataupun kita kata tak tepat. Record yang tak lengkap, record yang tak tepat selalu berlaku di kalangan pekerja kita. Alright. And then number two are redundant activities. Alright. The existence of unnecessary excessive handling of product. Berlaku keadaan yang mana aktiviti yang berulang-ulang berlaku. Okay, yang tak perlu pun ataupun handling produk tu berlebihan. By right 2-3 step tapi staff kita guna sampai 6-7 step. Alright. So you have an excessive handling of product. And number 3 is suboptimal picking. Okay, picking is not done efficiently. Obviously time and money are wasted picking. Ini adalah keadaan yang mana bila kita ambil dekat rak tu, kita tak laksanakan dengan cekap. Dia tak cekap, dia akan menyebabkan masa dan juga wang ringgit terbazir. Okay. Then number 4 is the poor layout, limited space utilization. Kekurangan ruang ya. Mereka bentuk ruang ni tadi tak bagus lah. That's why we call it poor. Sebabkan kita punya ruang tu tight. Okay. And product diversification. Warehouses are holding a wider variety of items than ever before. Ini pun cabaran tak? Tiba-tiba kita punya warehouse ada banyak pula produk, macam-macam pula jenis. Okay, that is why you have to classify your item, your product. And number 6, ni tiba-tiba pula kita kata seasonal demands. Okay, workload very seasonally. Dia ikut musim. Tiba-tiba musim hujan ni, macam-macam lah produk-produk yang berkaitan dengan hujan ni, right? Tiba-tiba banyak pula. Okay, so jadi kan cabaran lah. And cabaran yang nombor 7 ni sangat biasa lah, high labor cost, because you know your staff would like to have more pay, asking for higher pay rise, higher salary. They wanted to have extra allowances. These are some of the challenges. And the next one, avoiding product damage. This is also another challenge because that is why, again, I'm telling you about the material handling equipment. That is why you have a good material handling equipment. And then it's not only you have a good machinery, but also your staff need to know how to handle that unique product, all right? Because we want to avoid product from damage. Then you're dealing with handling return item. How you handle a return item. Okay, next. Okay, we are done. So I guess that's all that I want to share with you today. And I hope that you understand what are the challenges and then what are the issues. All right. Any questions so far? Ada apa-apa soalan? Chat ni kata apa? What is the function of reverse logistic? Okay. The function. Okay. I'm not going to type the answer. Going to respond directly to Pokwan, yeah. Alright, Pokwan. Okay. This is okay. We go to this slide again. Okay. Now, what is the function of reverse logistic? Alright. Now, okay. Very good question. Okay, it is normal for us to determine what is logistics management. So you are talking from point number 1 to point number 6. But there are also we mentioned about reverse logistics. Okay, Meaning to say, from point number 6 to point number 1. Why is that so? What is the function? Why firms do it? All right, all right. As we know that customer nowadays are very unique. They are demanding. They wanted their product. They ordered the product yesterday. They wanted their product to be delivered as fast as possible. All right. Along the way, there are a few things that we need to bear in mind. Right. The product alone. That product is not being yes, there are automation involved, right? But there are times when you are dealing with a human, right? The people are the one who is doing it. So the delivery guy, the people who use the material handling equipment, all right. So there's a lot of human interaction with the product that sometimes, all right, error might occur. Kadang-kadang berlaku keadaan yang mana berlakunya kesilapan manusia. Alright, you never know, alright? Okay, from end user to retailer, alright? So maybe the problem with the retailer, maybe the problem with the wholesaler, maybe there is a problem when the product at the distributor's level, or maybe there are something wrong with the manufacturer, or maybe there are something wrong with the raw material supply. Alright, that is why we do reverse logistics, because we want to improve our performance. We want to improve our efficiency. We want to make sure that the product being delivered to the customer is the right product. Okay, that is why firms now they care about their customer, because for them, okay, if we have a loyal customer, meaning to say now we are going to have a good customer relationship management. When we have a good customer relationship management, we get loyal customer, then it is for the sustainable of the business. All right, that is why people go for a reverse logistics. We don't want any we are not blaming, yeah. When we do reverse logistics, it's not that you blame the customer, blame the retailer blame the wholesaler blame the distributor blame the manufacturer blame the raw material. No, we do reverse logistics because we want to improve. We want to find what are the lacking, what are the constraints, what are the areas of improvements that we can do, what are the things, how can we increase our efficiency, how can we increase our customer satisfaction, how can we increase the performance, all right, how can we improve the timing, all right. So that is why, that is the purpose of reverse logistics. Okay, Popcorn, understand?
Okay, doctor, understand. But
All right,
doctor,
good.
how about
Ah,
if
ah.
forward logistic, is it same as the supply chain community?
Yeah. If it is a forward logistic, is another term for supply chain community lah. So meaning to say that when we use the word forward, meaning to say that they are going to improve it further. They want to make sure that the performance is better. They want to work into the increasing their efficiency, effectiveness, right? So because when we can deliver the product during the short period of time, all right, it send signals that you provide the best possible service. You improve your quality of service, and then when you improve your quality of service, and then the customer will be happy. When the customer happy, all right, they will buy again from you. They will spread the message to the other people, their colleague, all right, they word of mouth from them. Okay, hey, use JNT service, use post logic service, because their service is good. They provide a better service, and then they respond to our query, they entertain our complaints, and then they deliver the product in a safe manner, and then we are very satisfied with their service, and we will continue using their service. So that is from the perspective of forward logistics. We want to increase the performance. All right. So there is always ways of improving your performance, your productivity, your efficiency, your effectiveness. All right. So that is the nature of the business nowadays. All right. Thank you. What else? Any questions? Alright, thank you very much. Alright, we will continue with chapter 2 for the next meeting on next Wednesday. Alright, well done everyone. I am satisfied with the assignment that you provided to me. So with that, I end our class by now. Thank you very much. Kita tangguhkan pertemuan kita dengan tasbih kifarah dan insyaAllah kita akan jumpa lagi hari Rabu nanti. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanallah wa bihamdihi, asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.